Today, I'm going to read a fan fiction. And reminder, this is not for kids at all. And this is for a mature audience only. And now I'm going to begin reading Hippity Hoppity, No Minorities in My Swamp. Shrek reads the poem he's just written. There's something missing, just like there's something missing in his life. Shrek is a famous poet, most widely known for his metaphor about onion layers. Lately, he has been kind of irritable and hasn't been able to focus on his career because he cannot find a boyfriend. I guess it's hard when you're gay and you live in a swamp far away from civilization. He decides to check Tinder. One match. Oh boy, this never happens. Shrek looks to see who it is. Woody. He has luscious brown hair and dreamy eyes. Shrek must come up with the perfect pickup line to get this man's attention. He stares blankly at the screen for a good hour or two, finally types, "Damn, boy, are you my ogre doing BC? It sure is getting Woody looking at your picture. That'll be sure to get him." You can tell Shrek is a poet, and a great poet indeed. Shrek waits for a reply, looking at his phone, and suddenly he can hear his grandpa Shrunk's old clock ticking, talking, tick tock, beep. Shrek almost knocks over his glass of chocolate cow sauce because the reaches for his phone so fast. Well, it's more of an iPad because his strong, Shreky hands were too big for a normal phone. Woody, that was smooth, almost as smooth as my hairless ass. Shrek replies, "Tonight, my swamp. Come and come, Emerald." He has a good feeling in his stomach about this dreamy man. He suddenly knows what's missing from his poem. Hippity hoppity, no minorities in my swamp. He adds an itty to the end. Perfect. Shrek wants no minorities. Well, maybe a homo, they're a good minority. Good. Oh, so good. As soon as their eyes meet, Shrek knew Woody was the one. He didn't know how he knew, but he just did. Maybe it was the way he stumbled on a swamp rock and looked up, cheeks red and stuttering from embarrassment. "You're my favorite deputy," he whispered when Shrek helped him up, and their faces were centimeters apart. They gazed deeply into each other's eyes for what felt like forever until Shrek muttered, "Fuck it," and threw himself at Woody. Their mouths locked and there was an instant connection. Woody melted into Shrek. The kiss got more and more instant until Shrek was basically sucking Woody's whole face. Shrek instanced his doing into Woody's previously clean asshole. He wasn't lying about how smooth it was. Shrek loves an honest man. Oof! Woody wails out in pain. "Is this too much for you, hun?" Shrek doesn't want to hurt him. Yeehaw! This feels even better than when I'm riding my horse through a oof. Woody can't finish his sentence. Woody climax. Shrek pulls his stick out of Woody's ass and turns him around firmly, yet not violently, and pushes it down his throat. Woody is dumbfounded. Where did Shrek learn to have Shrek like this? He manages to choke out a sentence. "There's a snake in my throat." Woody lays in his bed thinking of the Shreky man he met. He starts to feel a little tingle down below. The small cowboy picks up his phone and texts Shrek, "Woody, my log is getting moist." Shrek texts back, "Shrek, come over. I'll help you with the problem." Shrek is in his bed with a bonnet on, a fake drawn on wrinkles. Woody walks in and sees the large green gentleman and walks up to him very slowly. "Oh, Grandma, what a big mouth you have." Shrek gets a flirty glimmer in his eye. "The better to lick you, we, my dear." A tall figure starts growing under the blanket. "Oh, Grandma, what a big erection you have." Shrek winks. "The better to wreck your little bum, my dear." As Woody is carried into the doorway of Shrek's home, he realizes something. Woody is feeling love, true love. For the first time in his life, the couple is returning from a romantic date night celebrating their 6-month anniversary dinner at the most expensive restaurant in their area, and an erotic movie afterwards. The movie caused them both to grow excited, to say the least. As soon as the two come through the doorway, Shrek throws Woody on the bed and start passionately making out with the cowboy. The big green gentleman pulls away and whispers, "Hold on, babe, I have one more surprise for you." He walks over to the closet and opens it out, starts the one and only Guy Fury. "This is a winner taken dinner right here," Guy practically screams, being sure to improvise. The thick Woody is dumbfounded. "How did you know?" Woody explains. "I heard you sleep talking, saying something about wanting a guy to stick his sausage inside of you," Shrek explains. Woody's face turns beet red. In this dream, he thinks Guy sedulously walks over to the cowboy and starts performing a striptease for him. When the frosted trip man is down to the underwear, he seamlessly removes Woody hot and kisses him in one smooth move. "Mr. Fury, may I ask you one question?" Woody squeaks. "Ask away." "Would they?" Guy somehow manages to make a sentence like, "That sounds sexy. Your pubes, are they also frosted tip? Would you like to find out?" Guy winks. The tiny sheriff excitedly nods, and Guy proceeds to remove his tightly whities. Indeed, the hair is bleached at the end. Woody's greatest fantasies are coming true. And I'm just going to stop there of this fan fiction of Shrek and Woody. And no, it's not an animated parody. And I didn't write this, but someone else wrote this in this fan fiction. And that's all for my show today. And make sure to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Click like on the bottom below. And don't forget to hit the bell for more notifications. And that's all for my show today. And see you next time.